there should be music playing right now.
Because there is. You don't hear it?
I think it just finished.
I was just hearing Sugar Ray.
I just wanna fly. Hi, welcome to Cool
Oh,
Couch
we're recording.
Cinema. Yeah, we've been. I hit it a second ago.
All right.
I think it's. I thought I was hearing music because that's how the beginning starts.
And also, when
it's
it's over, it's a solid song.
When it's over.
It's solid.
That's the time I fall in love.
Just listen to it. Listen to the lyrics. Don't look at Mark McGrath's face.
Just remember, I just remember when Mark McGrath shifted from being in Sugar Ray and being a singer to being like a talk show host or.
So you got to do it. You got to transition.
Host.
He was like, he realized it. Like, how long is Sugar Ray gonna last? I gotta diversify my bonds.
Was it like 2 months
Protect
in
your
1999?
Hey, they were on 200 billboards. I don't know what place, but they were on it. All right.
All right, so hi, we're here with Christopher. We're here to talk about Dark, the perfect German
Sitcom.
sitcom.
That's how their sitcoms are over there.
Sitcom about
It's real dark.
time travel. We're about to talk about the end of season 2, so episodes 7 and 8. We'll just have Heather do our recap because she's the smart girl.
Okay, Claudia's the white devil. Hannah's evil.
I like how Christopher. I like how Megatron just is like, all right, I'm ready for the recap. Just sat on my lap here.
Directly at the camera.
All right, sorry, go ahead.
Okay,
Claudia, white devil.
And
Claudia's the white devil.
you two think Hannah's evil. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah. Hannah is evil incarnate.
See, he's with me.
Okay. She's covered in radiation. Not Hannah. Claudia. Claudia's dead ass body is like covered in radiation, and they're like, why? Hannah makes a weird, subtle, sexy eye at young Egon, and they share a cigarette together. After she pretty much like fucks Ulrich. And by that, figuratively, she goes to visit him in the mental institution in the 50s and is like, do you love me? Do you love me? Tell me you love me. You do love me. Too bad I'm leaving you here. And she fucking leaves in there.
Because she knows he's lying.
Well, yeah, of course. Like, I would lie to get out of that, too. I'd be like, yes, Hannah, you're the love of my life. But, I mean, to be fair, I wouldn't have even gone to visit him in the first place, because that's just, like, a whole nother level of cruel.
Yeah.
Like, knowing that he's there and knowing that, like, I could potentially get you out, but not going to. That's fucked. Especially because he is married, and she knew this the entire time. So she's just like, I can't with her.
Well, plus the idea of that, like, he loves his wife and kids is just, like, so, like...
And he won't leave them for her, like...
Yeah.
Okay,
cool.
see, that's the thing. I don't see what either of you getting wrong. But anyway, here in your... I don't know.
As a married woman, that bothers me.
As just, like, a human being with feelings
Yeah.
that bothers me.
Yeah.
Caveat on both of those sentences, for now. All right?
For now, I'm a human being.
Yeah.
Okay,
Whatever.
true.
Yeah.
True.
Marta meets Big Jonas, and by Big Jonas, I mean Adult Jonas.
I was going to call him Bearded Jonas, but I like Big Jonas.
Big Jonas, yeah.
All right.
But so the one thing I like about Adult Jonas and like the guy who plays him and the way that he plays him is like he still has that young innocence that Jonas does. Like when you see him in certain scenes, like I think he really captures him really well. Mm-hmm. Which is why I think that he does, like when they did the casting, I think they did perfect with this guy. Because if you think about it, like Jonas has been like time traveling this entire time, so he never really did get to grow up. And so I think like Adult Jonas, when you do see him like interact with, the people that he grew up with or was friends with when he was younger, it's still Jonas. Because he didn't get to have an adult life. I really like that. But Katerina comes in and is like, oh, by the way, this is your fucking nephew. And Marta's like, tears, like, oh, fuck, I've been, like, in love with my nephew. But then later comes back and is like, let me kiss you again.
Yeah.
They're both chill with it. They're both like, you know what? Adult Jonas?
They really jumped over it, too. They're just like, nah.
Yeah. But again, it's Germany. We don't know how things work there. I've never been there. I just took German in high school. I only know, like, fucking one phrase. What up? Oh, you're looking. I thought you were going to say something. Okay, so then Bart kind of relays the message from Claudia to Regina and is like, oh yeah, your mom visited. She's still alive. And she said she's sorry. Here's this picture of you guys. And Regina, like, pretty much one foot in the grave is like, Mom? I don't know why he chose to do that then. Like, I don't know how much more Regina can handle,
The time in the cave changed him.
I know. Tied up on the floor eating worms. Like, something changed in his
I gotta talk to my
mind.
mom.
I gotta tell her what happened, I guess. Mom loves you, don't worry about it.
Let's see, I'm trying to remember everything that happened. In the 80s, Claudia is trying to prevent her dad, Egon, from, like, dying. Turns out she's the reason he dies.
As we learn in Dark, you know, you can't prevent.
Yeah.
You're always the cause of your prevention.
Yeah.
Which is why, you know, like, the term White Devil kind of came back around is because he's bleeding out and he goes, you are the White Devil. I loved that part. I thought that was a really nice touch because I hope someone says that to me one day.
Please don't make it me.
It would never be you. It'd probably be someone like
You just sealed
Brayden.
your face. You just sealed your face.
You can't change the future or the past. Oh my god. I know I'm missing like little things that happen because I'm just like blown away.
No, I don't think so. You picked up all little stuff.
Yeah.
There's near the like in the last episode near the end, the big event is about to happen. The dad who cries all the time, Peter?
Yep.
Peter and the little girl with the wolf hat or the fox hat. I almost said the deaf one. What is Elizabeth?
Yeah.
Is it Elizabeth? They go down into the bunker where adult Jonas had like shoved Martha and was like, "Stay here, don't leave. You know, here's a gun, I'll shoot you."
Get in there.
But then Martha ends up leaving, and when she gets back to Jonas's house, is she looking for adult Jonas? I can't remember.
I think she's looking for
Hannah.
Her Jonas. No,
She's looking for her Jonas.
For her Jonas. Okay. Young Jonas ends up being there, and they have like this really cool moment. Well, I said cool, but I mean like it's romantic, I guess.
Yeah.
And then Adam, aka Future Jonas, shows up and is like, let me do something to turn you into me. This is the event where you turn into me. And he shoots Marta. Marta's bleeding out, dies. The big event is happening. The world is crumbling.
Yeah.
And then Marta with the bangs come in and is like, Jonas, come on, we have to go. And he's like, whoa, where are you from? What time are you from? And she says, not what time. What world? Something like that. And then, zing, it's over. Did I get everything?
I think so.
See, I know there's
Big Jonas takes his homies.
Oh, yeah.
He takes
Big Jonas, like, goes to Marta's house where Franziska, Bart, and Magnus is and is like, we gotta go, guys. See, that was the scene that I watched where I kind of realized that he really captures, like, young Jonas because he's, like, that kind of, like, nervous.
Because he's like... He's like Magnus, I'm your friend, but it's more like, you gotta at least listen to me. It's
yeah,
like, hey, man,
but like he I don't know, the way that he acts in that scene is because he like won't meet their eyes and like he's just really nervous and stuff. I don't know. He just does such a good job. I love Jonas, like every version except for Adam. I don't consider that. That's just like weird Jonas that like never got laid. That's how I imagine it. Who's just angry at the world.
They find that out like, wait, you had sex with Martha? I didn't. Like,
wait, what time period did that happen? Let's rewind. Let's start this all over again. We need to start the cycles over. That's really what the cycles are. Is Adam like trying to get back so he can like get fucking laid by his aunt.
And everybody in the bunker.
Yeah, everybody in the bunker, which is 86 Claudia and current Regina.
She in
who
a
is
basketball
dying.
team? I got 86 Claudia on my team,
She's
dude.
got the shoulder pads.
Shoulder pads in there, just handles.
Elizabeth and Peter. Oh, that's the thing.
Yeah, there we
So-
go. Yeah.
Clausen, the detective who was working with Charlotte, the reason he's there is because you find out he is trying to find his brother, who is Alexander Kohler, who is the guy that technically took... You don't ever find out his actual name. Well, in this season, anyway.
Yeah.
Up till now, you never find out who he actually is, but he is the one who stole the identity of Alexander Kohler in the 80s after they did, like, some sort of bank heist. I don't know what it was. It just seems like a bank heist to me, based on that.
I was like, no.
I just, in my head, created this whole situation of, like, what he had actually done. They robbed a bank. Alexander Kohler got killed somehow. The kid steals, Alexander Kohler's identity, and, now this is when Clausen, who is actually Alexander Kohler's brother, figures out that this is not who he actually is. So he's in jail. They're like, we got you. Identity. So then he's going to the power plant, and he's like, he thinks, I assume, that his brother's body is there.
Yeah, I feel like something like that. I don't know.
So he's going through the areas of the power plant that has already been shut down, like, liquidated. Because they're shutting it down. Like, it's not feasible
We sold that
anymore.
room off. You can't go in there.
And while they're there, Charlotte ends up showing up and is like, no, you can't do this because it'll fuck everything up. Like, they don't exactly know what's going on. But while they're there, the wormhole starts, and you find out that Elizabeth, ding ding, fucked young Noah, had a baby. The baby is Charlotte. Mom is daughter, daughter is mom. All sorts of weird shit happening. But the wormhole opens, and it's just like the one that happened when Jonas and Helge were there, where there's like a mirror, they touch, switch places. But what happens is it's Elizabeth and Charlotte. And Elizabeth signs mom, however mom is.
For European, yeah.
Oh, I was actually spelling out M-O-M.
Yeah, which works too. But there was European sign language.
And then the big event happens, and only Wyndon gets exploded.
And made me cry because she doesn't know yet. So they're both like saying like mom.
Yeah.
Like I was like, oh my goodness, God damn it, Doug.
Yeah. No, I got all fucked up. Yeah, I was like over here going like, oh my god, I was not expecting to cry over that.
Well, and I think it's also because like, oh my god, really, you have to do that right now every time.
I appreciate that.
Jesus. How it's just like, I don't know, like, Charlotte doesn't know that Elizabeth is her daughter yet. But like, Elizabeth knows that Charlotte's her daughter. And she hasn't seen her since she's a baby. So I think, like, in my head, that's what really got me. It was just, like, she's seeing her daughter after, like, so long. And it's just, like... And then it's also, like, and you are my mother. Like...
How weird was that? Like, how fucked up would you be about that?
What's the mother-daughter equivalent of catch? Like, what do they gotta do? Like, we're just gonna, like, wait, so do you... We'll just sit here.
I just love you.
Yeah, I'm
worry
just
about
gonna
it.
appreciate this.
I'd be, like, super, like, into myself if I mean, just, like, think about it. If, like, you were the daughter of the woman that was your daughter, I'd be like, damn, dude, how did I do that? I'd be very impressed with myself. I'd be like, I got this time-traveling thing down. I got to bang young Noah? Are you kidding me? Which we agreed, older Noah, young Noah, they can get it.
True.
I just have a problem with trying to figure out, like, well, who do I blame now? Like, if I'm my own mother, like, well, who messed me up?
Clearly you messed yourself
Yeah, like, oh, then, no!
All your trauma just goes back to you.
Played yourself.
I did this! Like,
And I think that's what we've learned about Dark. The whole thing is about playing yourself.
Yeah.
It's
It's
terrible.
just DJ Khaled the entire time going to play yourself. Like, every 2 seconds he just pops up like, you played yourself.
Like the part where Adam is shooting Marta and Jonas is there, and you're just like, he's like, you played yourself.
like mic drops it down, like, dances out, like, no!
It's always what it is.
Okay, any other like inputs?
I think that was the cap. We capped it.
Yeah, you don't have anything funny to say?
Oh, I mean, no. But I mean, like, I got stuff to say, I guess. Oh, okay.
Say your piece. I think, because if we're done with the recap, it's your turn to say your jokes and funny stuff.
Well, this was a very sharp jumping episode, I felt. like a lot of
Shark Week.
Yeah, it's very Shark Weeky. The biggest thing that like really kind of like got like it made me upset is that like Big Jonas. This seems like the day Big Jonas should like know about and like know very like intimately. So he should know that like wouldn't he know that like Martha got shot that day? Like wouldn't he know? Because our Jonas is the one.
Yeah, but I feel like that's part of something that happens in that episode is it when he's talking to Claudia or he's talking to somebody that makes him, because he's at the house waiting.
Yeah, he gets a letter.
Yeah, he's waiting to change that moment.
Yeah.
But then he decides he needs to go back. He has to go back and like save those people. I didn't mean to touch you.
No, I was just thinking, we have to go back.
Yes, he has a very like lost moment where it's like, he realizes that he can't change this and he must like do this. So I think that's like that's the like straw that breaks the camel's back.
And there is always, the possibility that like maybe what you think is going to happen isn't always what happens, because there's, I don't know, you have your own, I don't know how to explain it. Like, there's always the Ashton Kutcher butterfly effect. Like, some little thing that you could have done could branch it. Like, something you did that you think was what you were supposed to do wasn't what you were supposed to do. And that automatically changes what happens, which is why, like, now Marta from another world is here, because something different happened in this timeline. It's just a matter of, like, what was it? Like, what was this thing? And I don't know. I'm very interested to find out what it is, because up until this point, like, everything that has been happening is supposed to have happened.
Right.
Yeah.
So what point did Jonas fuck up?
And like the hard
Jonas, because it's just always Jonas. I don't know for sure if that's what it was, or if it was like some other little thing, like Hannah taking the time machine to go back to fuck with Ulrich. Like it could have been something small like that. Like, who knows?
You went back to punk him. And the hard confirm on that is like the moment when like Noah's like, I'm gonna kill you, boss said Jonas, like, screw you, and he can't kill him because time's like, nah, dog, like that's not your purpose. So makes me afraid, but also confirms that maybe that like that's what we are ultimately going to learn, that like nothing they can't really change anything, and any attempts to do that is like either time pushing back or it is what is actually done to make the events the same. But yeah, I'm still trusting in you and everyone else about this show, because I mean it's still highly rated everywhere. Like even like Metacritic.
It's because no one understands time travel, and they like if they say something like, "Oh, I don't get this," like they'll get attacked online, like on Reddit. So everyone has to give it high reviews because it makes them seem smart. Because they're like, "I get this, I understand." Because by the end of this, I'm going to be like, "Oh yeah, I loved it," and I'm still not going to understand what the fuck happened. I know this. I know who I am as a person. I know I'm going to enjoy the acting.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to understand what happened.
Right.
Like, I'm going to be on Reddit for days just coming up with, like, things to say about it just because I don't understand.
I'm going to tell you that's not true at all.
What?
I'll understand?
Yeah, you will 100% understand.
Okay. I'm curious.
Because it does, like, fully explain itself.
Because especially with, like, Bang's Martha showing up, it's like...
I love Bangs Martha.
Me too, don't get me wrong.
That look, she showed up and I was like, damn, dude, I had that haircut in like 7th grade and it didn't look nearly as good on me as it does on you. Marta, get it!
And the portable time machine, or dimension machine.
Oh, the briefcase.
Yeah, she's got a spear.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone else is like lugging around this like fucking suitcase, and she's like, what up, I'm in the future, dudes. Like,
she's like dice walking it. Like, let's do this. Let's travel.
But yeah, like her showing up and being like, oh, I'm from a different, like, and this is my bag, that's my jam. I like that kind of stuff, but I am very surprised that like I never heard any, because usually that's when people do, like, fans jump like, what dimensions, blah blah blah. But I'm excited. I'm curious to see what's going on.
Yeah,
I think just a little comment. I think my favorite thing about all these time travelers is like once they start traveling, they're like decked out in black. That's it.
You gotta find
like Jonas stops wearing that yellow raincoat. He just puts on that whole black gear. Bangs Marta shows up and she's all in black. Old Claudia, black trench coat.
Yeah.
Noah, priest outfit, like all black.
Little white,
yeah. I love that. That little small detail. I'm, as someone who wears all black, I'm into it.
That's what I'm saying. You're a time traveler. Yeah. Whatever decade you travel to, People will be like, "Oh, hello, miss."
But like, why did the Blues Travelers never wear all black?
Because I think like once upon a midnight weary.
Okay, no.
Once upon a
Fine.
Okay.
There's just been too many 90s songs in this episode.
You watch your mouth. It's a time travel show.
Started.
And Hook is probably one of the best songs ever written. I'll just say that. Look it up.
Anything else?
No, that's about it. Everything's kind of it's coasting through emotion.
Okay, I wrote some questions. Yeah. We'll see. Because we've been talking about this multiple dimension thing. Did you think we would get into multiple dimensions? Like your different worlds?
It makes sense to me. Time traveling, multi-dimensions, like, again, I don't understand it, but it makes sense that would be the next logical step.
Yeah.
Especially because, like, at the end, the things that were happening, Jonas wasn't aware of. So, I don't know. It made sense to me that, like, Marta coming from a different dimension, it was like, oh, yeah, of course this was bound to happen. I like how, also, other dimension Marta, like, the only difference was the bangs. Like, what?
Yeah, no, old Claudia said that, like, oh, yeah, I've seen worlds where you weren't born, Jonas. So, they put that little seed there for a little... I was like, all right, we'll see.
An egg.
Yeah, an egg. And I was like, all right, well...
Yeah, there's another egg in this trying dark time.
Oh, my goodness. I'm overloaded.
Okay. With that as well, like, do you think there is a beginning or an end? Because, it's like the thing that they're trying to change is like the beginning.
I don't know.
Like, is there a beginning or an end?
I think in the words of the great Rust Cole from True Detective Season 1, time is a circle.
Yeah, dude.
So there is no beginning or end. I think it just, like, goes.
Ouroboros, bro.
I don't know what that means.
It's a snake eating itself.
Oh, yeah. I thought you said, like, Aurora Borealis, but, like...
in this time of day!
As one word, I was like, I don't know what that means, dude. But,
in this time of year, localized completely in your kitchen.
The world serpent. I would have understood that, but for some... I've been talking a lot about the Aurora Borealis lately, so, like, in my head, that's immediate. I was like, oh, you just smash the words together.
That's actually how you pronounce it.
That's what you're talking about.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I think there is no...
It's a snake.
And I mean, if you want to get all, creationists and talk about, like, there is no beginning, no end. We kind of get that all mixed up. Life and death are not, like, separate, that kind of stuff. And it's like, oh, it's all one big thing. It's a big bowl of soup, baby,
Get a stew going.
Get a stew going. Like, that's what God was. He was like, I got a bone, get a stew going. And boom, the universe.
It's just actually Carl Weathers.
I have children, that's what I'm going to tell them.
God is Carl Weathers.
And I'm going to lose my children. And like, so your son's...
Just cut out that little part of Arrested Development and just show it to them on a loop.
This is the Bible, my son. This is what it is. Like, oh, so God made a soup. Like, yeah, made a stew.
And white rich people are the worst.
Yeah. And you can sell them horrible acting classes.
For $111.
Okay, so what advice would you give any character in the show? Any one character?
I would tell Jonas, put your dick away. Think with your head, not with that head. Like, just like chill out a little bit. Like, not everything is about what's between Marta's legs, Because that seems to be his ultimate goal, is just, like, Marta. Like, rather than, like, fixing things that he had done wrong, it's always just, like, about, I need to find Marta. Where's Marta? Let's just chase Marta with a gun and shove her in a fucking storm cellar. Like, I just...
It's like, is that how dating works? Like,
for him.
Yeah.
But then again, that was... the only instance of, like, fucking that he had, because he went from that to, like, time traveling all the time, so... I mean, I guess I get it. I still love Jonas. I talk a lot of shit about Jonas, but he's still my favorite. I love him. He's my baby.
Yeah.
I hate seeing him cry. But I just think he can do better.
Alright.
Okay.
Oh, Hannah, you're doing great. Keep up the good work. That's no advice needed. What advice do you have for me, Hannah? That's what I ask. Because, man,
She would tell you, you know what? Get married and then come find me.
You're like, you got it.
God, I can't stand her.
Okay. We're going into season 3.
I wanted to know what you...
Oh,
answer your own question. I want to know.
Yeah, I didn't think about this when I wrote it. I just thought I'd hear your answers. I don't know. I feel like I would try to tell Mikkel to like try to live his best life, in the past, because I think that's like something like. I feel like that character kind of falls between the cracks. Like, you get those little glimpses, and you just, like, he's just so sad, and understandably so. Yeah. Like, but it's just, like, one of those things where, like, unfortunately, he's just, like, stuck in this time. So, he's gonna have to make the best of what's happening, and, you know, it's not like Inez loves him. You know, it's not like she doesn't love him unconditionally. Like, the feelings are there. Like, I think that, like, you know, his family in the future still loves him, like, very deeply. It's just, like, it just sucks that, like, you know, like, you got time kidnapped. Yeah, you just got time kidnapped, and that pain is just, like, gonna resonate with you forever. But it's just, like, I suppose, like, he does paint and do all these things, so he leans into that. But, you know, I think that would be my only advice, really.
Great. Make the best of the situation.
Yeah, make the best of what you can.
Yeah, dude.
So, that
makes sense.
Yeah.
I guess I want to expand on mine. Rather than just Jonas, I think, like, it kind of applies to all the characters. Like, just think about what you're doing and, like, what could potentially happen. Don't just do. Because it seems like a lot of the characters, they kind of, like, start to think about it, and then they just, like, do whatever they want to do. And I think that's where a lot of the problems come in, is like they don't actually think about what the consequences of these actions will have.
Yeah, and like I said, once again, Hannah, she's not thinking, she's doing. She's not, this is methodical, man. She's all planned out. She's
definitely not planned out.
No,
she's flying by the seat of her
I can't. No more talk about Hannah, please, because I'm like getting that eye twitch, and like my neck is like doing this. I
flames in my mind.
All right, so yeah, you know, going into season 3, like we did in season 2, what are our predictions? What is going to happen?
I think the show will come to an end.
Yes, that is a pretty good prediction.
You know, mark it, timestamp it, dude. Watch me, dude. Watch your internet blow up, dude. They were like, he was right.
Can't believe that he knew this.
I think yes, it'll end and we will cry. Or at least I will. But I think ultimately what we're going to learn is that, like, it is what they've been saying. It's a cycle. I don't think there's nothing to, like, break. It's just going to keep just happening. And I just think that's a lesson that they're all going to have to learn, that they're, like, stuck in this, like, loop. But, like, I guess the best thing that you can do, like, the advice you just gave to Mikkel is that, like, you're going to be doing this for eternity, guys. So, you know, like, you guys ever heard of Sisyphus, right? You just got to, like, enjoy pushing that boulder up, bro. You know, like, just be like, hey, at least I got something to do, stuck in this time warp.
Every day, let's fucking do this.
Yeah,
I'm Apollo.
That was a nerdy joke to laugh at.
Yeah, I feel smart.
Yeah. I should have said Helios, but they're both the same.
Yeah.
I guess. Whatever. I have no predictions. Honestly, at this point, not because I'm not like thinking about it, but just because I don't want to predict something and be right or wrong about it. I just want to watch it and just like have it be new, you know? Like I kind of like wiped all my predictions and like my expectations for it after season 2, because I just want it to be like a brand new thing, you know? I didn't want to think about it at all. I just like having it be a newborn baby just coming out all wet and sticky and smelly. Like, I'm just excited for this. Season 3. Yeah. The last season, 8 more episodes.
I am excited for the both of you, like, quite a bit. Like, it's hard to explain. Like, I think when I was talking to you the other day, the best way to just explain it was, like, I had to wait, like, about a year, whatever, between season 2 and season 3. Yeah, and nobody had watched it. No, none of my friends had watched it, nor were they really going to, because, like, you were going to wait.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was waiting for the last season to come out.
So it was just like, all right, who the fuck do I talk to about this? That's why I ended up getting on Reddit. It's because I was like, I need to like get into some dark theories, because it's like Chris and I were bouncing each other like ideas off each other, but it was like, well, I just need to like see other things too.
It wasn't
and, like,
really going anywhere.
Yeah, it's like we can only like bounce so many ideas
We're
off
only
each.
so crazy.
Yeah, it's like I need somebody else.
Yeah.
And smarter people than me to tell me like what they think, so I can be like, okay, like cool, like this idea. So yeah, like I did get really deep into like dark theories and like what was gonna happen, and it is like, I don't know, I think for me it's like seeing you guys like react to the things that are happening and like knowing like what is to come and things that like you've said here, and like those are also things that have come into play, or like, you know, also will come into play later. And I do really like, I think that's a lot of fun. Like I just really, and I feel like I've done a decent job not ruining it.
You have.
So
No, you have. I'm like frustrated because you haven't given me anything, and you know how much I love spoilers.
And I think that's like why I do the questions, is because I like, it is part of me like giving you a hint or an answer about like something that's gonna happen. Yeah, it's like when I was like, who do you think Charlotte's mother is, in like the very next episode?
I was
like
Charlotte. Charlotte is her own mother.
Like, yeah, in the very next episode, like that question was answered, you know, or like the Ulrich question. I just feel like it's important to, oh my god, you two, why are you like this? Like with him when we're doing this, cheesy Joe. I just like, yeah, it's like those little things are like nice little hints for you. So that's part of the whole game.
Very, very good.
It's part of the game I play with you guys.
I guess for one prediction or whatever for season 3 is the only one that I'm going to say is like in this new world. What if Marta and Jonas aren't even related, and that's why she went back for him, because she's like my fucking boyfriend. Sorry, I just like got this ball rolling, and I was like, what if they're actually like real life lovers with no relation whatsoever?
Didn't you think that would be like a little like
That got me like hot. I'm like, I'm ready for this. Okay.
we could go back in time and stop World War II or anything, but no.
I'm gonna go get my boyfriend. I'm gonna cut his hair. He's gonna have bangs just like me. Can you imagine Jonas with bangs?
Yeah.
He'd look like Liam Gallagher.
Doesn't he have bangs?
No, it's like mine. Like my kind
it's
of
more
bangs.
of a swoop.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I know the difference. It's a swoop. Yes, I get it. Okay.
Give him Dwight Schrute hair.
Okay, so now we're gonna go start season 3. Make sure
Does
to
it look good?
It doesn't, not at all. Why do you think I was shaking my head?
make sure to like and subscribe this video. If you're enjoying this, let us know. Also, if you have any like other show ideas, put them in the comments so we can think of other things to start watching, so we can do more dumb videos. And...
We're doing Lost next.
I don't know about
only season 4 and 5.
I feel like we have to finish. If we're gonna start Lost, we would have to finish it.
If we're gonna start any Lindelof stuff, it should just be Leftovers, and like that's it, because Leftovers is solid.
All right, well, you let us know what you think, Lost or Leftovers, right now.
The Lost Leftovers. Let's just every other season. Or Leftovers.
Or just
Lost Leftovers.
Or just watch one episode of Lost, one episode of Leftovers.
I'm sure it will get the same story.
Yeah, you will.
Okay. That's a good idea.
All right, so thanks for watching.
Yeah,
Subscribe,
thank you.
Subscribe,
comment, share,
post,
comment,
Tell your
post.
parents.
Do that.
Yeah. I don't know why your parents, but tell them.
Tell them, dude.
They might like time travel.